Eric Duke McCaskill again from the Alpha Omega Institute of Family Preservation, and we say the best for last. When I was running the relays, we had to look to our anchor man to bring it in. In fact, our anchor man is Coach Pollard, Ray Pollard, here at Heritage High School. Yeah, he was our anchor man at Penn Relay. But here with Dr. Parker, who is Dr. George Parker, who is the purposeful, chosen leader for Newport News Public Schools, and here at the RISE Conference. And Dr. Park, this is the second year for this.
Sir.
What's the purpose of the RISE?
Well, we need, as a community, we need to come together and just show our young men that we care about them, and have at least a day where we can embrace them and teach them some of the values that we have as a community, and also the belief in them that they can achieve anything that they want to accomplish. So what we have is an opportunity, full day, where we can bring in young men, and the men from our community can do sessions with them. They can motivate them. We can also, like we just did a moment ago, recognize students who are achieving at a high level in our community, because we want to always challenge that perception that our young men can't achieve, but we know they can. So this has just been a great day to want to motivate and empower these young men to become something that they're not.
Yes.
I don't believe it's a one-day event. I believe that we need to take the spirit of this day, and we need to continue to empower our mentorship programs to continue this work with individual groups of young men in their schools. So it's a great opportunity for our parents to get a good message. We had parent sessions today, as well as our mentors, who also had a chance to network with other men who are working with young men in the community. So you couldn't ask for a better opportunity to spread the message of empowering mentorship in our community, and the value of giving your time and your resources to these young men to make sure that they're successful.
Yes, sir. And one thing that I take away from this, Robert Jackson, and the guest speaker, by the way, who we interviewed early, is that there's this collaborative, unified effort. And I see the different fraternities. I happen to have my color on. But the Kappas, the Alphas, men who coming together, Panalytic connection, if you will.
Yes.
And this is so important. And I appreciate you, Dr. Parker. You know, I'm a product of Newport News Public Schools. And when Robert Jackson asked the young men to stand who were not living with their dads, or did not live with, I stood up as well. I think you, similar situation?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's one of the reasons why I value mentorship so much. I've always worked with a mentorship program in every level I've been in education, as a teacher, assistant principal, and a superintendent. Because I know that young men, when I was that age, I was looking for direction. And I was fortunate to find that direction in coaches who believed in me, and sponsors for things like the SCA who believed in me. And I was able to get that direction that I needed as a young man to make good decisions.
Yes,
so with that being said, not having a father in the home when I was growing up, these young men, they may not tell you, but they gravitate towards men, and they will always be listening to what we have to say, because they still see they see what they aspire to be in us.
Yes.
So we have to make sure we make that purposeful, which is why we want to make sure we have quality mentorship programs in Newport News.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You mentioned purposeful. You know, my mission is to teach the virtues language, of which you've seen those 52 virtues, and purposefulness is one of them. And unity, and helping these young people know their true identity, that they can persevere and overcome it. And those of us who have gone through the minefield can teach others how to get through that minefield without getting blown up.
That's right.
And I'm just excited about what's going on here in Newport News. In fact, I'll be on your Newport News Public TV sports highlights this month.
Awesome.
On Saturdays at 9 a.m. and Saturdays and Sundays, and then Monday, I think it's 7, 2, and 7 p.m. And I share how coaches and teachers, how my turnaround grade was Booker T. Washington when it was elementary school, during the days of segregation, and I was a problem child. I was same class with Congressman Bobby Scott, of course, who had the nuclear family. Dad was the first African-American surgeon and school board member here in Newport News. Mom was a professional educator. Here comes little Eric. Dad's whereabouts unknown. Mom lived in New York. Grandparents here in Newport News and East End Newport News.
Awesome.
But it's people that gathered that. And on the show, I will share how this is the book 150 years of Purdue history. And in this book, there are two Newport News natives who were followers, but Leroy Keys, who was voted the greatest football player in Purdue history, grew up on Center Avenue, Newport Carver High School, the old Carver, which is now Crittenden Middle School. And I'm at the Huntington High School, which we hope to resurrect in a new form. But all because of the village concept. And so we thank you for embracing that, for modeling that, for speaking that, and empowering the employees of Newport News Public Schools to follow that vision.
Well, thank you. We just call it hard work. We call it hard work because that is what we really want our staff to embrace. And we understand that there's a lot of things between that are in the hidden curriculum.
Yes.
Kids need to know you care.
Yes.
Kids need to feel respected, and they need to feel safe.
Yes.
And if we focus on those things that are related to hard work, the academic things tend to fall into place,
Yes,
and kids will thrive here. And that's what I think these boys got. They got it. I think they know that they were cared for today, and they were cared about today.
Yes, sir.
So I'm just excited for opportunities like this, and thank you for being here. You know, we need to also thank you. You're coming in as part of the community to support an event like this. Sends a message as well.
Yes, sir.
So I appreciate you being here as well, sir.
Thank you, sir. Well,
All
we
right.
know the SOLs are important, but let's not forget the SOUL.
That's it.
Because great teachers inspire, and so we want to thank you for inspiring the Newport News Public School system, and thank you so much. We honor you for what you do for the community and uplift. And so this is the conclusion of the Inspire conference, RISE conference that has inspired many young men. We thank Dr. Parker and his staff for supporting this, and truly, it takes a village with virtuous adults and resources to save, not to raise, we raise cotton, but to save our children. Till next time, Eric Duke McCaskill signing off for VTV.
Thank you, sir.